Alright, let us try and fix. Alright, today we are trying to fix the distances and also get the perimeter of the software we are doing. So let's go back to our parser. Remember I said the parsers are those particular columns that we use to solve, uh, break down the formulas that we want to use. Because if we try and use them all together at once, the formula will be long and you won't be able to maintain your application and rest. If in case you want to debug any error you have. So this our particular column here is x2. Yesterday we said it was to determine the particular number of valid input that is inside our coordinates table. So let's assume here we have 7. That's why it's showing 7. So if we are to remove one, let's say remove this last one, we are going to have 6. So you understand? Because if we allow it to calculate everything here, these empty cells here that the user did not put any coordinates, we end up having errors. So you understand? So we have to make sure this empty space are ignored when we are actually making the computation. Alright, so in this particular case now, okay, so this everything here is same thing as everything here. Everything here that is in nothings the same thing as everything is nothings. And what is here is what is in this column is telling us the next instance. So remember, you can see that here is 260. This it ends with 66.1. Here ends with 66.1. Remember in formula I said in my previous video that if the work, if you are calculating bearings, it must always end at 1. It must also actually close at point 1. If you are calculating distances, it will at least close at point 1. If you are calculating area, it should close at point 1. So you can see this is point 1, this is point 1. Remember the formula is instance 2 minus instance 1 all over nothings 2 minus nothings 1. So this formula helps it that this is all instance 2, this is instance 1, this is nothings 2, this is nothings 1. So they end up multiplying themselves. So today we are going to add our column for our distances to calculate our length of particular line. Now to calculate length is between 2 points. We know length is between 2 points. We have point 1 to point 2, point 2 to point 3. So if we are given 6 points, so we're calculating from point 1 to point 2, point 2 to point 3, point 3 to point 4, point 4 to point 5, point 5 to point 6, then back to point 1. Yes, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, there will be a slight issue here because when we get from point 6 to point 5, we have to know what is point 6 to point 1. Alright, we'll fix that later. Let us continue for now. So for now, we are going to add, let's make it like this. That's just for aesthetics. Alright, we're going to add our formula. Okay, I guess I'll put an ending point here that will always tell us from your last point to your point 1. I'll put it here. So if we are saying our point, if it's point 6 that is our ending, it will be point 6 to point 1. If it's point 15, it will be point 15 to point 1. If it's point 10, it will be point 10 to point 1. So I'll put a table here that will help us link it in our next video. Alright, so we're starting our formula so that it will be able to calculate you can always pause the video and get the formula. Formula is above here. the formula. In another time, we'll be explaining the formulas, but for now, let's finish the software that we're trying to make, surveying software. This particular place will be for to show the plots. I think it's possible, yes. So here to show your bearings, here to show your distances, here to show the area, here to show the perimeter. It's fast and easy. Alright, so we drag this down. Alright, so we have, remember we have 5 points, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6. We have 6 points, but it's 5 lines, you know. Alright, so this particular last one is point 1 to point 2, point 2 to point 3, point 4 to point 5, point 1 to point 2, point 2 to point 3, point 3 to point 4, point 4 to point 5, point 5 to point 6. Yes, to point 6. And this now point 6 to point 1, like I said. So we are going to if I replace everything like this in that particular column, we're going to have issues because this our last point now is from point 6 to point 1. So how are we going to do it? How are we going to do it? Okay, let us brainstorm. Okay, we'll come back to it. We'll come back to it. Now, next video, we'll come back to it. We'll try and fix the problem of how we are going to represent here a particular table. Thank you.